students, welcome to class. Today I have a question for you. What would you do if you were me? This is a bag of brown rice that my mother-in-law bought at Walmart. So today she was going to open it up and she noticed this inside, an insect. This insect is actually alive. Now my mother-in-law, like my husband and I, and Bella, is vegan. So when she went in there to buy some rice, she did not want to buy an animal because vegans don't believe in buying animals. But there we are with an insect inside our bag of rice. So what would you do? Let's look at all the different choices. First of all, let's look around and see if there's anything else weird in here. Ah, look at that. It looks like there's a dead one there. Oh my goodness. So I guess the first reaction is to kind of be, not too happy because nobody really wants to have any kind of bugs in their food. But I guess you people who eat animals already probably don't mind. You would probably just pick up the bug and you would just put it right in whatever you were cooking, I imagine, right? I mean, if you eat pigs, and chickens, you eat turkeys and cows, for you all, it doesn't matter. You would just put this right in the water and just boil this little guy. But see, vegans, we don't want to hurt animals. So yeah, there's a dead one up there. So the right thing to do is, of course, to open the bag and to release this little one outside. Can you imagine how long this poor insect has been stuck in here with no water? I mean, this bag is already several months old. So I guess what happened is that maybe there was an egg in there that hatched, or we're not sure, actually. But it must be a terrible life. I mean, look at this poor sweetie, like in a prison. So I'm definitely going to release this little sweetie. But then what would you do? Would you call up Walmart and complain? Would you write a letter? Would you make a video and post it on social media? Or is it really not Walmart's fault? Does this just happen because, sometimes accidents happen? Or are they just not washing the rice properly? So what would you do? That's my question to you. And by the way, come say hi if you're vegan. You like my little sign? This is a sign that I made before COVID, when I used to go to coffee shops and I would sit there and do some work on my computer or read a book or something like that, just go with a friend. So this is something that I put on the table. It's very easy to transport. This part unscrews. This is something I bought at IKEA. And I made this little sign on that you can just insert on top here. See? It took me quite a few tries to get it right. But what happened is I leave this on the table as a passive way to tell people, hey, to ask them the question, are you vegan yet? So they can think about it without even talking to me. And if they are vegan, then it says here, come say hello if you're vegan. So they would come up to me and say, hi, I'm vegan. And I would say, oh, nice to meet you. How long have you been vegan for? And so on. And then you can make some friends. This is something that's easy to keep in my bag. It's just made out of plastic. There's no glass here. See that? So that's just another idea for you. Poor little sweetie still there. It's hard to focus for some reason. You all right? Oops. Don't worry, I'm gonna let you out very soon. As soon as the video's over, okay? There might be some more in there, I don't know. So would you eat the rice? Would you just go ahead and wash the rice? And just pretend like nothing happened? You guys tell me in the comment section. Tell me what you would do. So while we're here, I want to show you a little bit about this table. Now these are actually two tables that I got out of the garbage. They were pretty dirty. You can see There's some wires down there from my kitchen. This is me in my kitchen. And they're desks that were thrown out from a school. So I just painted them. Rather than them going into a landfill, they're extremely sturdy. The legs are made out of metal. So let's have a look at what we have written here. Now, it's going to be hard for me to film this part because it's upside down, but you'll get the idea. So this says, be kind, be vegan, which is always a great thing to write. You just paint, first thing you do is you just use some paint to prep your table, some primer. If you have some lying around, you can also get, a lot of times people have extra paints in their garages, or you can try to get some vegan paints. If you can find those, that's great. So be kind, be vegan, you can paint that. Just paint a rectangle and just decorate it. Share vegan food, you can paint that on your table. And stop paying for murder. You can also write, eat dates, not dogs. You can also write, feminism equals veganism. Do you know why that is? Well, because the feminine body, females, are exploited in the dairy industry. Females are forced to be pregnant against their will, and that's not right. That's the rape of females. We're against that. If you are truly a feminist, which means that you believe in equality between men and women, it has nothing to do with hating men at all. It means that you believe in equality, equal pay, and equal status. Then you should also apply your same logic to other females. If you don't want to be raped, then don't rape a cow. If you don't want to be raped, then don't rape a pig. And that's what they do in the industry. They force these females to be pregnant against their will, and they take away their babies. Another thing you could paint on your tables says this: being vegan, it says being a vegan activist is the least we can do, and that's true. It's not even being vegan that's the least you can do. It's being an activist, which means you're vegan and you also speak up when you see things that are cruel. Animals need a Bill of Rights. Rose's Law is a law that people are trying to get passed where animals have a Bill of Rights. Why don't you go ahead and Google that? Rose's Law. Animals need a Bill of Rights. That means the right not to be exploited, not to be eaten, not to be murdered, not to have your skin taken off of you. Be brave, be vegan. It's another thing you can put on your table if you want to paint, or you can also paint these things on your shirts. Why do you have to be brave to be vegan? Well, because you have to be brave enough to make the statement out loud that you are against animal cruelty, and then you have to be able to follow through. And you have to go against a society that's going to try to make fun of you. Yeah, you gotta be tough. That's why it's interesting that there are more women who are vegan than men. So it makes you wonder, are women braver than men in general? Here's another one that says, bok choy brings joy to every girl and boy. Another one that says, fish are friends, not food. And we have all kinds of things here. Plants have protein. Thank you for being vegan. Eat carrots and hummus. Don't buy pillows with feathers. Eat flax seeds. And don't eat cats or cows. Okay, if you think it's weird to eat cats, then why do you eat cows? They're all sentient beings. None of these animals should be exploited and hurt. And this one says, don't buy fur or wool. Don't hurt animals. Love animals. Eat plants. Be vegan. Eat tofu, not turkeys. Support DXE, which is Direct Action Everywhere. Go and Google that. Direct Action Everywhere. Let's be vegan from now on. 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 Eat beans, rice, and lentils. And yes, dogs can be vegan. And you should be done with dairy. It's history. Don't hurt female cows. Don't kidnap the baby boys and murder them until turn them into veal sandwiches and leather coats and leather handbags. I mean, these poor little babies. Leave them alone. You can also paint this. Dear animals, I'm so sorry. We're trying. Meat is murder. Stop paying for murder. Well, you get the idea. While we're at it, I wanted to show you some stickers that I had. Meat's not green. Eating meat is terrible for the environment, and there's nothing macho about it. There's nothing macho or cool about hurting innocent animals. Vegans come in all shapes and sizes. It's cool to care. Animal liberation equals human liberation. Animal rights is a feminist issue. We talked about that over here. LGBTQ for animals, and not your mom, not your milk. And the last thing I want to show you today is something that I have showed you before, and it is these amazing cards here. I just love these. Why love one but eat the other? Why? Why love one but eat the other? Why? And last one. Why love one but eat the other? Thank you everybody for being here. I'm going to release the cute little bug that's in this bag here, and I look forward to reading your comments about this video. If you like it, if you think that this channel has worth, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. If you think you learned nothing and you didn't make you think about your life and your choices, that's fine. You just might not be ready yet. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. You have to get it into your head and into your heart. You have to really resonate, realize that you can be vegan. It's totally possible, and that also it's your moral responsibility. You gotta feel a little bit guilty for the choices that you make, and that's hard. You have to be brave. You have to be willing to look at yourself in the mirror and realize, wait a second, I contributed to a lot of suffering and I don't want to do that anymore. And most people are too afraid to do that at first. So hang out here. Hang out with me on this channel. I will help you to gradually become brave. And one day you will write to me and say, Miss Kadie, I became vegan because of you. And that will be great. That will be your Happy Vegan Declaration Day. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her save every chicken, pig, and cow. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now.